Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back here with another video. It's Inter United. We're gonna get right back into it. Um, so the group stage, man, it ain't really go how I expected it to go. That's an understatement. Out of all eight groups, I got one entirely correct. A lot of the groups today, I was like very, very close to getting right, but then everything got shuffled around at the very, very end. But we'll get into that as the video progresses. But man, yo, Group A, I was right on the money. Everything I said about this group, I knew the Netherlands would win. I knew Senegal would come in and be a competitor, but they weren't going to be that number one team. And by the way, guys, stick around to the end of the video if you don't want to hear anything about this reaction to the initial groups and sort of reacting to my predictions. If you just want to get to the round of 16 content that will be later on in this video, I'm going to try to make this real fast though. But nah, definitely. I had Ecuador coming in third because, like I said, Ecuador is a strong team. However, at the end of the day, Netherlands and Senegal just on another level. They just have more depth, more experience, and they're all around just a better team. So that's the way that went. Group B, honestly, man, I did not expect the U.S. to be able to draw against England. I thought for sure the game against England would be the game that U.S. would drop. Right? Y'all know how much I love my boy Pulisic, uh, but nah, I didn't. Honestly, I don't really rate the U.S. that much, and I'm an American, but I'm gonna just be honest. I thought we had no shot against England. However, shout out to Gareth Southgate. Uh, his selections are always interesting, to say the least. And hey, man, somehow uh, Tim Ream just completely changed Group B. Like from top to bottom, the Ponytail Boys were in business. And even when Zimmerman got put out for CCV in the final game against Iran, it was clear that Tim Ream, this entire group stage, he was really on his business, and I hope that he's still on his business for the round of 16. But moving on, um, Iran did about as well as I kind of thought they would. Again, I just didn't think that America would get the result they did against England and Wales. They're a disappointment, but I mean, honestly, they're overrated and they're getting old. So it is what it is. Group C, Argentina. Um, hey man, I guess they did what they were supposed to, but man, they looked really disappointing. Poland, as usual, looked disappointing. Somehow they ended in second and Mexico was in third. My initial predictions was that Argentina would be in first and that Mexico would be in second. So again, this is another group I just barely got wrong. I believe this one came down to the final match day as well for this group. And yeah, honestly, there's not really a whole lot to say besides I knew Mexico were in really bad form. I just thought Poland were in worse form. But at the end of the day, certain teams were able to get results against Argentina, which I didn't expect. Saudi Arabia finishing in last. Hey, man, at the end of the day, I think we all kind of expected that as well. Is France finishing in first? I think everyone expected that. Um, France means business, even with all their injuries or whatever. Uh, it's not really going to slow down a team with this much depth and this much experience. It's just not. Australia came in there, and boy, did they surprise me. I said I could be completely wrong about Group D, and man, I was. Um, I never really liked Denmark that much. It was just, again, I thought the Oceania teams were not that good, and I thought Tunisia was not that good. Um, but man, I was wrong about Australia. I did have them over Tunisia because, again, I really didn't rate Tunisia. But hey, man, I got to give credit where credit's due. The Australian boys. I'll be honest, I don't watch the Oceania um, conference qualifiers. I don't know too many people that do, but hey, I was wrong and y'all showed out. So shout out to Australia. Denmark, the Christian Eriksen crew, y'all need to figure something out because y'all look terrible. Group E, Spain finishing in second was a little bit surprising, but I knew it was a possibility. They don't really have that clinical finisher. They never did. And if you're still relying on Alvaro Morata to make those finishes at the end of the game, off the bench, then it's not looking too good. Even though Spain, of course, started off hot with that thrashing of Costa Rica. Man, Costa Rica got really killed in that first game. But yeah, at the end of the day, Germany choked like they usually do. I should have seen it coming. That's why I had them in second. Not because of their talent. If we're just going off the talent on paper, stick with me here. If we're just going on talent on paper, there's no reason why Germany shouldn't be able to finish first, in all honesty, in this group. But boy, oh boy, man, they just keep choking. But yeah, they'll have some decisions to make. But hey, again, give a shout out to Japan and some of these. That's actually an Asian conference team doing their thing. Um, I was pleasantly surprised about how that last match day went. Some people might call it cheese. Do I think Japan's going to go far? No, I think they're going to get knocked out. But hey, man, I'm glad y'all made it. Group F. All right, so I actually had Croatia winning this group. Um, they do get through. And I know some people had Croatia like in last or something. Again, because some people don't watch anything outside the PO. That's fine. I don't think anybody had Morocco in first. Nobody really had Morocco in first. You know what it is? I think I like overlooked the fact that where this World Cup is being played and what this means to countries that follow Islam, um, or like just Islamic traditions in general. Like this probably means like a whole lot to them that this is their World Cup, and putting their traditions on a world stage, their culture on a world stage, and maybe Morocco wanted to show out because of that. It's certainly a possibility. Um, but man, I ain't gonna lie. Finishing in second wouldn't surprise me too much, but finishing in first, that is some real. They really showed me something. I'll be honest. Canada, I knew would finish in last. Belgium, this is an Inter Milan channel. If y'all were expecting the Lukaku hate, you're not gonna get it from me. All right, let me let me say so. Let me say so. I Lukaku is literally like Black Jesus to me. Okay, y'all not just gonna like hate on him. Okay, y'all not gonna. As long as he's an Inter player, I will not tolerate Lukaku hate. Okay, I don't care if he's got the Tims on. All right, you gonna put some respect on my boy Lukaku, my boy Lukaku. Okay. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. This man was missing everything, like legit everything. I don't know how he did it. Honestly, he missed like four clear opportunities. For those who didn't watch the game, he missed four very clear opportunities. One of them was particularly glaring in front of him, and it bounced off his belly. Can't make that stuff up, and it went wide. But all right, Group G. So I had Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. And I said that I was really impressed with some of the stuff Cameroon was doing, and that I said I might be wrong about Cameroon because I think on paper they have a lot of talent. Uh, I wasn't that wrong about Cameroon. I was wrong about Serbia. Um, but I think I was wrong about Serbia because of reasons that was pretty much like out of my control. I mean, Vihalovic said he was fit and that he would play, and he didn't play for the first game against Brazil. I don't know how that happens. Um, at the end of the day, if you can't get a result against really any of the teams in the World Cup, like a strong result that shows like, okay, Serbia's not one to mess with, then I don't know why you came to the World Cup. Uh, just period. I thought they were going to surprise me at the end, and at which, if they did surprise me at the end and they won that game, they would have been through in the group. uh, but they didn't. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. You have so many players who didn't really play that much. SMS being another one of those players, Sergio Milinkovic Savic. I could probably butcher that name. One of the best midfielders around town. Didn't play. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless. Like, wow, here. But all right, Group H. All right, so Portugal did finish first. I predicted them to finish first. They didn't impress me at all. In fact, they really unimpressed me. Like Ronaldo, I think he's averaging like in the six in terms of like SOFA score. Like he's averaging like in the six range. That's very bad for a player like Ronaldo. Um, yeah, they look super unimpressive. Korea, okay, this is a tricky one. I said I'm either gonna have I'm either gonna have Korea or Uruguay in that number two spot, but I could have Korea as low as fourth. So I put Korea as fourth, and I said the reason why was that Sun is not playing, and without Sun, I just don't see them having the same spark. Sun did play. Sun didn't play great, but that completely messed up my entire prediction. And at the very end, they pull off the upset against Portugal, and they find their way in through the group. Again, I can't be mad at myself for that. Like, it is what it is type beat. And Uruguay, as I predicted, finished third, and Ghana ended up finishing last. Um, Although even they had an opportunity to go through at the very end. Um, these were all, I think Group H was probably the group of death. That was like by far the hardest group. Man, oh man, did it suck to see Ghana miss them penalties against Uruguay. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruv. I ain't gonna lie. Or they missed a penalty against Uruguay. I ain't gonna lie. That rocked my soul. That really, really hurt my soul, man. Especially after everything Luis Suarez did, man. He got 2 assists against Ghana. That really, woo, that rocked me. All right, all right. So let's get into it. Round of 16 predictions without further ado. I know this is what a lot of y'all came for. Let's just get right into it. So, Netherlands versus the US. Y'all already know I'm biased. Y'all already know where I'm coming from with this. Here's my thing though. I think often in these one off matches, it often matters just who's hot. And I think right now the US is, the Netherlands are not. The Netherlands got the results they wanted, not necessarily the performances. The US didn't necessarily have better performances, but they've played better against England, which is better opposition than anybody the Netherlands has faced, in my humble opinion. Yes, I'm biased. Yes, I know this is a reach, but again, I think the US are the hotter team. I think we're younger, and I think we might not have the talent level, but we play better together. I'm having the US fans. Argentina versus Australia. You already know how that's going. Argentina haven't looked particularly good, but it's Australia, bro. If y'all Messi's career will be forever tarnished. I might even be a Ronaldo fan if Argentina lose to Australia. Y'all better win that game. Japan versus Croatia. Croatia's defense is better than y'all think. If any of y'all pick Japan over Croatia, y'all are like literally just trying to be edgy. Like y'all are literally like Christian Eriksening it. Like I'm just anyway. Brazil versus Korea. I'm gonna go with Brazil. Obviously, same concept. Like if you're going for career, you're just like edgy. Um, England versus Senegal. There's no possible way you're not smoking crack, and you have Senegal without Sadio Mane beating England. France over Poland, same concept. Morocco, Spain. This is one of the most roughest ones. Spain have a hard time being consistent. Morocco in this World Cup, with these fans behind them, it could be very tough for them. That being said, I think Spain just have a certain firepower and depth that Morocco just don't. So Portugal versus Switzerland. This is going to be my big upset. I don't really think it's that big of an upset if you like pay attention. to like world football and you're not just like a big, Ronaldo stan. Um, but yeah, guys, that's my predictions for the round of 16. Um, I guess my realistically, if you've already seen my FIFA World Cup video, you know who I thought was going to win it was going to be Argentina. But right now, the way Argentina have been playing, if it does become Argentina versus Brazil, right now, honestly, I'm leaning Brazil. It is a little bit different. Let me know if y'all have changed who you think is going to win this World Cup. Um, and let me know why in the comments. Now, if you like this video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike.